Hello, I'm TMN, and welcome to this week's movie review. The Godfather is the 1972 masterpiece directed by Francis Ford Coppola, starring Marlon Brando, Al Pacino, and James Caan. It is the story of Michael Corleone, a young man who rises through the ranks to become the next head of his father's clandestine mafia empire in the late 20th century. The Godfather has garnered quite a reputation over the years, hasn't it? Often being praised by critics and film historians for its genius writing and amazing character arcs. Many online lists will usually put this film as one of, if not the best film of all time. And I have to ask the question, does it really deserve that award? Keep in mind, the film is subjective, and therefore not everyone is going to view it in the same light. Therefore, my opinion of The Godfather may not be the same as yours, and that's okay. This review is strictly my opinion of the film The Godfather and should not be viewed as the overall consensus. So please feel free to view the movie on your own and gather your own opinions on the film. Now, this may not be the most popular opinion in the world of film buffs, but I did find The Godfather to be underwhelming. I have actually seen this movie 2 times, and the second time it actually was better than the first. However, overall, I still didn't really get why it is praised as one of the best movies of all time. Now, a possibility for that reason could simply be because I've just never really been into the gangster/mafia film genre, so expect a lot of Scorsese films in the future to also have this same opinion. Now, from a technical standpoint, I do have to admit, this film is very well done. The character arc of Michael Corleone alone is one of the best in film history. A man who starts as the underdog of the story, but by the end of the film has achieved absolute power. By all logical means, The Godfather does deserve all of its praise. The writing is good, the acting is good, the theme song is iconic. But if one were to simply view this film as just a movie, is it really all that good? It seems as if most people study The Godfather, as if it's some guidebook to all filmmaking. However, if you are just your average moviegoer sitting down to watch a movie and all you want to do is be entertained, will you watch The Godfather and think to yourself, wow, this is one of the best things I've ever seen? Now keep in mind that this movie is 3 hours long, so you do have to devote your time into watching the movie. Overall, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Now perhaps the reason why I am not overly fond of The Godfather is because I went in with expectations that were way too high. And that is probably the fault of my own and not the filmmakers. Watching this movie for a second time, I definitely appreciated it more. Honestly, the first time I saw the movie, I really had no idea what was going on half the time because I had a very hard time following the dialogue and the characters and everything that was going on. And considering the time that this film came out, I can definitely see how it would have been revolutionary to filmmaking and how writers would have looked to this film as inspiration for their future works. But what makes The Godfather such a good film? Is it Marlon Brando's Oscar-winning performance? Which, let's be honest, is very good. Is it the inspiring story of an underdog rising to power? Or is it simply the artistic beauty of violence as portrayed in the modern world? Altogether, I'm not really sure I can say. The Godfather is not a film that I would want to watch over and over again, and perhaps that is because of its 3-hour runtime. But despite my overall disinterest in the mafia genre, at the same time I cannot say that this is a bad film. The Godfather is definitely worth checking out if you have the time, and I strongly suggest that you do so you can form your own opinion on it. Watching this film, I can definitely see why people praise it so much. It does have great storytelling, great acting, good music, fantastic cinematography, and iconic themes. But by the end of the movie, I would be lying if I said I was not glad that it was over. But again, as I said before, please do not take my review as the official opinion of this movie. Please be sure to check this movie out on your own time and gather your opinions for yourself. Alright guys, thanks for watching this week's review. Be sure to tune in next week for my review of The Godfather Part 2. Please be sure to leave a like on this video, comment down below telling me your thoughts on the movie, share this video with your friends and family, make sure to hit that little bell icon so you can be notified whenever I post. And as always, subscribe. I'm TMN, and until next time.